think they were critical. That's what our defense thrives on now, just taking the ball away. And when you can take the ball away 1-2 times a game, it's a higher chance of us winning the game.
The goal is 3 a game, and you've met that goal in the first 2 games so far. And I think I heard they said it's been 27 years since an IU team forced 3 turnovers in back-to-back games. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty significant step this defense has taken.
I think so too. I mean, just with our coaching staff, preaching that every day at practice, that's just a lifestyle that we live now, just taking the ball away. So every day we at practice, that's what we focus on, and we're going to continue to do so.
How do you feel this defense is playing?
I think we're playing fast, confident. Still got a lot to work on just as a defense. But I think through time and just more game reps, we get better.
Do you feel a burden for this team for the defense to help this team go where it needs to go?
I think so. And as the offense continue to click and the defense continue to do what it's doing, and bigger games and just games to come forward, I think this is what we need to make sure that we get to where we need to go.
I think you guys last year only had like 22 turnovers forced, takeaways, in 13 games. You're way above that pace right now. Why is that happening? Like
I said, just a style that our Coach Allen brought to the defense. At practice, we got to take it away, if not punishment, basically. So it's just start at practice, like I said, and we preach it throughout the week, and in the game time, the ball just happened to fall out at the right time.
They play fast and they're physical and they get a lot of takeaways. I know if you talk to any of the defensive guys, that's a big thing with them is getting takeaways, creating havoc. And they've done a great job of that 2 games in a row. I'm excited to see if it'll keep going.
Do you see them playing differently or just a different, mindset with the defensive guys?
What's up? I mean, it's the same guys. So, yeah, it's mindset. Coach Allen has been excited and it gives them a lot of confidence that they're going to make plays because they've done it all camp and did it all spring. I don't want to say it was the first time, and since I've been here, that it was really tough in fall, but we had a hard time with them in fall, and we're not terrible. So I'm really pleased with the way that they're playing. I know I'm just a player that sounds like a coach, but they're just playing really well.
It was unfortunate having him go down, having me, having the success I did on him going down. But, Coach always says next guy up, and he always emphasizes that, next guy up, someone's always got to be there and ready whenever somebody goes down, someone's hurt, anything like that. I just took the most out of my opportunity, and, I only had a few targets, but I just was trying to take the most out of it and, do the most with what I could do.
Talk a little bit about the catch you made in the end zone when you're looking over your head like that.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough catch because when Rich threw it, originally I was like, oh, wow, might be overthrown. But, I just kept digging, and then as I was still running, the ball was in the air for so long, the wind was taking it so many different ways, and I really originally thought it was going to be coming out on my left shoulder, so I was trying to lean and expecting on my left shoulder, and the wind took it the last second, inside, and I just had to dive and go get it, and, managed to come down with the catch.
Talk about the bubble screen with Big Danny Friend out there blocking.
Oh, yeah. Once I saw the look that we had, and I saw Danny out in front of me, I had a really good feeling about that play. I didn't know I was going to score, but, I definitely had a good feeling that we were about to get a really good chunk of yards. And, I was just fortunate enough and fast enough, to score that one.
Paige said you look slow, though, right?
Yeah, of course he does. He's my roommate. Of course he's going to say that.
Were you guys aware of the fact that Ball State had beaten Indiana 3 times in a row, and did you talk about that coming into today's game?
Oh, yeah, Coach, talked about that, but whenever he really was talking about that, I wasn't worried about it because I was thinking, this is our team. That was never we only had one person, Dan Feeney, that played in that last game, and so for me, I felt like it wasn't really anything like that. It's a whole new team. It's a whole new us, and it was just us, going to prove our dominance and really take it to them.
What did you think the problem was in the last quarter and a half when the offense kind of stalled?
Everybody, even though you don't want it to happen, everybody kind of got, I feel like, a little bit complacent. We were up. I had a big lead. Just that's one of the most dangerous things. Me and Mitchell, we always talk about it whenever we're playing FIFA. The 2-0 lead is the most dangerous lead because you start to take it back a little bit, and you don't really play your game, and that's really what happened. We kind of took our foot off the pedal and just let them get stops on us, and then there was just momentum shift, that punt block, and it was unfortunate, and just after that we were just fighting to get the momentum back, but we came out to the win, which is great.
It was like the Rutgers game last year where the punt situation turned into a touchdown.
Yeah,
for
that
them.
actually after that happened, that's exactly. I told Ricky, I was like, I don't want this to happen again, and so I took my job as just getting everybody on the sideline, stay into it and stay hype, and don't keep being complacent like that game.
Phenomenal. This is what we practice. Takeaways, tackling, and effort, and so if you practice it, you're gonna do it in game.
Is there, I guess, like some kind of preseason competition to see who could get the most or create the most turnovers?
In the DBs.
Yeah. Was it Marcus said there was candy involved? the winner got some candy.
Yeah, and like I had one, I think two. I won a few of those some days, and so I don't eat candy, so I had to give them away. So, yeah.
What's a turnover do for an attitude of a defense?
It sets a tone. You know what I'm saying? Like offense go out there, they think they can run the ball, then bow, they done. Then they think they can throw the ball, and then even if they run the ball and we force a fumble like we did a few times, it's like dang. So they throw the ball, and it makes it some here and there, but and get a turnover. They're like dang, we can't do that either. So.
And the one when they're actually moving and driving on you, and all of a sudden you take it away at the 5.
Yeah, I feel like that kind of takes away that momentum they had and then puts it on us, and that helped a lot when we had made those turnovers.